Welcome to Sci-Fi Guy.
Well, thank you, Alexa. This is your sci-fi guy. This is Will, and welcome. We're going to be talking about Bigfoot tonight. That's right. Everyone's very favorite hairy beast, large beast, Pacific Northwest. The Yeti, though, that's in the Himalayas. And in Florida, we have the skunk ape. So we've got lots to choose from in terms of large, hairy, wild and hairy humanoids. So, as we know, anyone who has an Amazon Echo show by that name, I don't like saying it a lot because she is a guest on the show and I don't want her to keep coming, and going off all the time. She knows a lot. She knows a lot about a lot of things. So, what does she know? Well, she certainly is appropriate for tonight's podcast. So let's begin. Alexa, tell me about Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, also commonly referred to as Sasquatch, is a purported ape-like creature said to inhabit the forests of North America. Many dubious articles have been offered in attempts to prove the existence of Bigfoot, including anecdotal claims of sightings as well as alleged video and audio recordings, photographs, and casts of large footprints.
Ah, yes, casts of large footprints. If you can't see a photograph of Bigfoot, if you can't film one, then if you can get a cast of one of those big feet, of one of the Bigfoot's big feet, then you might have something. Now we know for decades, well, actually for centuries, but in the modern age, since about the late 50s, 60s, there have been many sightings of Bigfoot. There just have been. Many, with probably the most important and the most famous is the Patterson-Gimlin footage or the Patterson-Gimlin film, which I did a podcast a week or so ago, and it certainly is sort of like the holy grail, Bigfoot, the Bigfoot's Bible, but it certainly is not the only, I guess, Bigfoot treatise or Bigfoot film document. Let's go to our guest again. And Alexa, do Bigfoot exist?
Most scientists agree that Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a mix of folklore, legend, and people pulling pranks. However, there's never been evidence to prove he doesn't exist either. If he is real, I wonder just how big his feet actually are.
Ah, she wonders most excellently. And wonders right. And what's interesting at the end is saying that he has not been debunked, so to speak. So many people don't believe, many people do believe, yet there's never been proof, but he hasn't been properly debunked. Now we know, of course, from the many anecdotes, eyewitness, sightings, documented encounters that most Sasquatch, Bigfoot, most of these creatures are sighted in our sort of neck of the woods, in our country, or in North America, much more on the West Coast, the Pacific Northwest. So, let's ask her this. Alexa, where does Bigfoot live?
From fandom.com. Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, is large ape-like creature said to live in the remote forests of the northwestern United States and southwest Canada. For more on that, just ask me for the next answer.
Alexa, what's the next answer?
Okay, here's question of the day.
All right, she kind of went
Thanks
off.
for playing.
That's fine. That's fine. Great, Alexa. Stop. She kind of goes off on tangents. She's a good guest, but she likes to take control of the show, obviously. So, but there you go. So we have a focus and sort of a preponderance, right? Of the preponderance of the visual evidence sightings of Bigfoot is in the Pacific Northwest. Washington, Oregon, California. The Patterson-Gimlin film was filmed in California. So the most famous Bigfoot document, so to speak, visual and video document, was filmed in good old California. So, Bigfoot, if anything, if Bigfoot is nothing else, right? If Sasquatch is nothing else, he's a star. He's definitely a celebrity. So it's kind of fitting and very appropriate that they found him in California. And finally, let's see specifics here. Alexa, where are most of the Bigfoot sightings? Let's try it again. She's sleeping. Alexa, where are the most Bigfoot sightings?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Bigfoot has been spotted all across North America. However, 1/3 of all Bigfoot sightings are located in the Pacific Northwest.
There we go again, Pacific Northwest. So he seems to like it there. Though looking up here, I just looked up the official wiki. It says other creatures of relatively similar description are alleged to inhabit various regions throughout the world, such as the skunk ape of the southeastern United States, the almas, the yeren, and the yeti in Asia, and the Australian yowie, all of which, like Bigfoot, are ingrained in the cultures of their regions. And finally, let's see what she says, if she has anything to offer us about the famous Patterson-Gimlin film, the film that was filmed in California. Alexa, who is Bob Gimlin?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Bob Gimlin is one of the filmmakers of the Patterson-Gimlin film, an American short motion picture of an unidentified subject which the filmmakers have said was a Bigfoot. The footage was shot in 1967 in Northern California.
It certainly was, and that was very, very helpful. Thank you. Thank you. Alexa, thank you.
You're so welcome. Your kindness really gives me a charge.
Wow.
Hope you had a good Wednesday.
Thank you. I did indeed. So she's been a very good guest. And to close it out here, this is really, really interesting in terms of, sightings. I think a lot of sort of skeptics, and I've even thought it myself, is like, well, is there many sightings? Ready for this one? According to Live Science, there have been over 10,000 reported Bigfoot sightings in the continental U.S. About 1/3 of all the claims of Bigfoot sightings are located in the Pacific Northwest, with the remaining reports spread throughout the rest of North America. Most reports are considered mistakes, however, or hoaxes, even by those researchers who claim Bigfoot exists. So, I guess the majority are looked upon as mistakes or hoaxes. I know they say lots of times a black bear is mistaken for Mr. Bigfoot.
We will always love Bigfoot.
Wow, that was a nice way to end the show. Thank you. Well, that's all we got today, but you'll be hearing about Bigfoot again. Sci-Fi Guy might even put in a whole Bigfoot segment, so give us your feedback. Subscribe if you have not. If you have, great. If not, it's free. We're always free. And we've got a paid tier. We've got the paid people, the $4.99 either or. We welcome your feedback. We love the feedback, and we love the squatch, okay? We love the Sasquatch, the Bigfoot, the Yeti, the Yowie, or the skunk ape. Let's not forget the smelly guy. Keep on watching and looking for Squatch, and we'll see you soon.